two ago, something about the poker issue. I'd like you to
Sure.
discuss that.
So one of my two of the businesses that I've accepted from the ground up are pool rooms. Play pool, darts, that kind of thing. In 2003, No Limit Hold'em became a very big hit across the United States. You see on ESPN, you see lots of local restaurants and stuff in town start holding their own poker tournaments. And in 2003, several of my guests came and said, "Rick, we'd love to be able to play poker." And I said, "Well, let me check and see what we're allowed to do there." And so naturally, as any business owner would, I first researched the law. The law did not have anything specific in regard to No Limit Hold'em and poker. So I went to my authorities that would regulate my business, which is the ABC board, naturally the DA's office, and the district marshal in that case, which is DT Marshall. And at that point in time, the answer I got was that as long as you're not making money on the game, meaning if you got a group of 10 people that are playing cards just like they would at their home, which is absolutely legal in Alabama, a loud place to play, then you're not breaking any laws. So since 2003, we've been allowing people to come up there at 7:30 at night. We've had anywhere from 10 to 20 people just show up. They play amongst themselves. I had nothing to do with the games that were played, and allowed them to play poker. In 2007, it turns out that I found out just a couple weeks ago, there was a ruling on another establishment somewhere else in the state that had been called to the table about where this kind of skirts the law, where it may cross the line of the law. When I read the ruling, I immediately made a change in my business, realizing, wow, there's been a change. I wish someone would have notified me beforehand. Since 2007, since that ruling has come out, we have been inspected dozens of times. In Montgomery, there are also regular raids that happen of all the nighttime establishments that are out there. And when this happens, you have the ABC board, the local police, the fire marshal, and the state enforcement agencies that come in. And they basically come in unexpectedly, and they basically go through everything that's happening in the business to make sure you're doing everything legally. No underage drinking is being served. There's no gambling going on, and that you're not breaking any of the laws. They're there for deals and specials and things like that. It's a very tightly regulated business. No one's ever said anything to me. So naturally it came to light. We have ceased to hold any more poker tournaments. I apologize that I did not catch that there had been an official ruling since 2007. Again, I wish that the authorities that I go to would have brought to my attention. But when it was brought to my attention, it was me that went again to DT Marshall, again went to the ABC board, who still told me there was nothing wrong with it. And then finally it was the district attorney, Ms. Ellen Brooks, that sent me the ruling, and we acted appropriately. It's important, and I want to point out to this because it's been significantly misconstrued. I think Mrs. Byrne says it right. There absolutely are people out there that no matter what candidate you are don't want you in office. I'm sure Martha has folks that don't want her in office. Norman doesn't. All of us have people who don't want us in office, and it's amazing to me, being new in the political process, how much information will be slanted, misconstrued, or just absolutely lied about to attack you and harm you. So one, I thank you so much for giving me a chance to answer the question, because this is the hard part about the campaign process. I mean, I'll tell you, it is another problem with being in small business. I don't care if you're in agriculture, I don't care if you're a restaurant. The only thing any business owner can do to successfully run their business is ask the right questions to the right authorities and then act appropriately upon what they're told. We live in a constant world of risk and threat. Okay? Not just against whether you're in the law, breaking the law, but also against lawsuits, slander. I mean, there's a whole list of them out there. And in my opinion, the way this has been brought has been just another attack that is a perfect example of why small businesses are constantly under looming threat. And we need to be careful, because if facts are misconstrued, they can be detrimental not just to a person, but to an industry. And we need to be very careful about that. So thank you for asking. Does that answer your question? Great.
Anybody else?
For the ag and industry guys, both of you.